There are two ways I look at authenticity. I look at general authenticity as a state of being. I mean, I want to be an authentic person when I wake up every day in my life as a ground and as a foundation. So that's one journey of authenticity. Then there's how am I authentic in the interpersonal realm, meaning how am I truthful or expressing honestly where I'm at in the interpersonal realm. And so let's start with the second because I think it's more complex. I don't walk around with a great concern for being authentic in many areas of my life. So for instance, when I'm getting in the elevator to go to work, to go up to my office, and somebody else is in that elevator, I don't go, oh my God, am I being authentic when I say hello? Do I mean it, when I say have a great day, right? That's called decorum. Those are little, social games that we play that, it's not necessarily wise to always be authentic there. We don't have enough time to be that authentic in every relationship that we have. So in that sense, I'm not interested in being authentic in a lot of interactions in my life, but with my wife, with my children, with my friends, often with clients for me, with my coworkers, right? If I'm an artist, I want to find some authenticity. As I'm speaking here with you, I'm hoping to be touching upon something authentic inside of myself while I'm doing that. So in that sense, there's a couple of things that I need to be able to embody. One of them has to do with clarity. Do I know who I am and what's happening with me? Am I aware of that? Because if I'm not aware, how can I be authentic? I know who I want to be. Well, who do I want to be? I want to be compassionate, kind, caring, thoughtful, strong. I mean, I have these descriptors of the idea of the person that I want to be that I'm shooting for. And I'm aiming towards that in my being, right? And am I authentically, moving towards that ideal in my interpersonal interactions? And that, for me, is probably one of the most important parts of being authentic. Like my friends and the people I want to be around have some ideal of authenticity that they're shooting for. And obviously that ideal also has its own, particular cultural and individual dimensions to it. So my authenticity, although we might share the idea of wanting to be compassionate, kind, strong, loving, et cetera, also might be, I like to play and have fun. I like to talk shit. I like jokes. I'm very musical. I like to walk a certain way. And that's like kind of my spirit. So there's my spirit of authenticity. Then there's the sort of platonic ideal of what I'm shooting for in my interactions. Then there is the other category, which we talked about first, which is my general desire to be an authentic person. And I really just think about that as feeling whole and complete and intact, having a core self, right? And then obviously being that core self in the world.